What is good, YouTube? Back with another video. I hope you guys had a fantastic holiday, because the new year is going to bring us abundance. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is this video is just going to be mainly about trading psychology for beginners. And if you guys think if you don't need a little bit more advice about psychology, I say you'll never stop learning. and I can attest that myself. So before we get into things, like, share, subscribe, and let's get right into it. So first things first, when everyone's starting trading, in the very, very beginning, I can personally say this is a really good, tip, help, anything to know in the very beginning, that losing is normal. Losing is so normal that it happens accidentally, it happens on purpose, it happens when you're not supposed to do things, and it happens when you are supposed to do things. So it's one of those factors that comes with trading. And as long as you don't attack yourself and think that it's the end of the world, that you're losing or you lost, or you're starting to feel like you're not getting any type of success from the little losses or the big losses, it's really a lesson in disguise. Either it's not the right time, or maybe you did something wrong in your trading plan. It really kind of varies, okay? And losing is so normal. And again, everyone cannot stress this enough. Like, don't take it to heart. That's the last thing you need to do, is get super emotionally invested in something that is just part of it, literally. So that's one. The second one is ego. Ego is such a, I say ego is such a red flag in trading that it's ridiculous how effective it can be to traders. It could be really good for traders, and then it could be really, really bad for traders. I'll say, like, if you're on a winning streak and you're thinking that you know everything, sometimes the market will let you do that. It'll let you get ahead of yourself until one day it will prove you wrong. Like, it's the market's show, it's not your show. You're here to listen to what the market has to say every day, or whenever you trade, really. And ego is going to really put you in the front line, whether you're right or wrong. And by the flip of the coin, whether you do your analysis or not, if your ego is in the way, it's almost like you're kind of driving blind, or letting someone else drive, maybe, if that makes sense. But in all actual reality, you have to stay super humble and just check yourself sometimes. Like, every trader, including myself, check ourselves. We make sure that we're following our plan. We make sure that we're listening and paying attention. And it's super okay to not, sit there and trade by yourself. Like, trading is so lonely, and it could really get boring. But if you're at that point where trading is boring, you're actually on the right path. But don't make it too boring where it actually negatively affect your trading career. But I'll say that being humble and having those friends or having those systems in place to ego check you is wonderful. So that's my second one. Now, the next one is knowledge. You gotta really get the knowledge, so you know what you're doing. You're not gonna psych yourself out. You're not guessing. You're not overthinking, and then you're just mentally shut down because you're under a lot of stress. So really knowing what you're doing is going to mentally help you. And then, psychologically, it's like a if then that scenario, or like if A, B, and C happens, then this will happen. And I could say, like, I have been using the if then that theory or statement for so long, and it helps me pass accounts, help me pass and withdraw from my accounts. I'll say that from witness, all right? Multiple friends of mine, we all have our own systems and education we go to, but in all actual reality, we're working together on this. Like, I know trading is kind of like a little competition between everybody who participates, but if you can find a really good trading buddy or a real great group of friends or even a community, then yeah, that's plus knowledge, really. It's super helpful is what I'm trying to say. But I'll say the last thing is take what you need and leave. That is such a key psychology. When you're taking wins and losses throughout the day, take what you need and leave. Like, literally, you don't know how much trouble it could save you emotionally, psychologically, and just seriously. It's just take what you need. Like, we'll say your goal was like $500, okay? And price is just super slow with no volatility, and you've been waiting since, I guess, 7 in the morning, and it's already 10:30 in the morning. You know, 3 hours isn't that long. Well, 3.5 hours isn't that long, but still, it's not moving. And the only thing you got was like a small little entry that gave you like 250. Take that and run. I guarantee you, if someone were to give you 250, like, it doesn't matter what it is, all 20s and a couple 10s, or 100 and 150. If someone gave you, like, I say 100, jeez. If someone gave you just $250 cash in your hand, are you not gonna walk away with that? Or are you gonna like try to trade it in to get more? Honestly, that's just greed. And every trader has fought with greed or still fighting with greed. And I can say that, you know, most of them are getting better and some of them are not. But it's all part of the process to really know yourself. And knowing yourself is just taking what you think is necessary and leaving. Or just being humble and knowing that you should just take what you need and leave. But yeah, with that being said, that's just my little spiel and opinion on today's video about trading psychology. Yeah, and just a little news flash for you guys. I actually did end up passing 2 accounts over the holidays. So I can say, for one thing, having a community really helped me. I have amazing friends who do this part-time and some of them full-time. And I have to say, like, with the ICT knowledge I know that I've studied over the years, and my friends, I can honestly say, like, I have we all have a winning chance together for the long run than, you know, trying to do this by ourselves individually. It's kind of like, I would rather win with a group, to be honest. But enough yapping. I'll see you guys in the next video. Like, share, subscribe, and peace out.